I don't know.
That's the first thing I always
I
think about.
I don't know the
about
details
things
of
like
the
that.
case, so I suppose I can't guarantee that it's like definitely her fault.
Yeah.
But
Dude, I can totally see myself fucking losing this one immediately.
oh, stream died for some reason, or it's just a black screen for some reason.
Is it?
But no. Oh, Kim, Chloe, Kendall, Courtney. Apparently.
What the fuck is happening? Oh, it might be.
And Kim married Kanye.
Yep.
Oh, and Kylie, right?
Yeah.
Kim married Kanye and had Northwest, which is still
Very funny.
such a stupid name.
I mean, if your last name was West, I feel like you gotta. It's just kind of.
It's not a name of the level that makes me think, okay, you're evil, like X-Ash, whatever. But like, really?
I think it's pretty funny. I can't lie. Of all things,
I have.
your child punchline is pretty good.
I have much bigger problems with Kanye West, of course, but like, really?
I don't think I even need to finish that. I don't know, like I should.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, but yeah, Jenner leads towards political conservatism and is a Republican. Which, holy crap.
Let's be part of
He
it.
thinks Donald Trump would be good for women's issues,
Oh, dude, for sure.
and
yeah,
that she would never support Hillary Clinton.
Of course.
Yeah. Jenner is a support and advocate for the Israeli government. You can't make this up. Holy crap.
I fucking love Israel.
Jenner called for the deportation from the United States of pro-Palestinian protesters.
That's crazy.
Oh my god, man.
Fucking Israel's biggest offender, bro. You couldn't fucking. This shit's too fucking easy of a joke to make. Nobody would make it.
I can't get over. Like, okay, in February 2017, President Trump rescinded federal requirements giving transgender students the right to choose their school restroom matching their gender identity. In response, Jenner tweeted, "Well, Donald Trump, from one Republican to another, this is a disaster. You made a promise to protect the LGBTQ community. Call me." Holy crap.
Call me. I'm gonna fix this. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
In 2018, she withdrew her support of Donald Trump. That's, you know, bare minimum, but it's better than not.
Self-awareness coming from a fucking Kardashian.
Oh, and then 2024, she reversed her position by supporting Donald Trump in the 2024 presidential election. I'm gonna die. In April 2026, she said in a TV interview that she had written to Trump for assistance with difficulties created by her new passport stating her sex as male, according to the new law passed in November 2025.
Oh my god.
Despite receiving no response from him, she affirmed her support and love for Trump. She was widely mocked on social media by left-leaning people for continuing support. Oh my god.
What do you mean the leopards are eating my face? Dude, you know what? I think it's alright that they're eating my face. I think it's actually kind of, it's like a charity, you know? Oh, man. The lack of
So bad.
I don't get it. What are you getting from this? Like, you have to be gaining something, but... the power of stupidity is too fucking strong.
Jesus.
Bro, I feel the same way when, like, Hispanic people vote for Trump. I'm like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking stupid?
Yeah.
This man wants to send us all to hell.
I was teaching on election day last time in 2020. 2024, sorry. What? And I didn't talk about it with my students because you can get in trouble,
Yeah.
even though, like, I did, like, I was saying, like, you should go vote to everybody, but that's about the extent of what you're really,
Yeah.
like, but, I, like, heard a student talking about, like, saying she would vote for Trump, and it was a Hispanic woman, and, like, it was so hard not to, like, visibly be stunned when I heard that and continue teaching. It was like, I have no idea what... That was a bad day. Ugh.
It's mind-boggling. I feel like sometimes it's like, I mean, I'm not trying to...
I do know there's the, like, oh, well, we came here the right way, so why can't them thing?
Bro, 90% of them didn't, which is crazy.
I know. I'm aware. I still think it's stupid, to be clear.
Like, if you come here the right way, bro, you didn't do that. Your parents didn't do that. Shut the fuck up, or you're fucking stupid. Use your fucking head for 2 seconds. Use that fucking organ in your mind for once. That empty piece of fucking meat!
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of problems with the fucking Hispanic people. I don't talk enough to even fucking give a shit. I don't listen to enough of it, but when I did, it pissed me off. God damn it. Oh, what do you think about Captain America being in Doomsday?
What should...
Did you see the trailer?
No.
Nathan, we're gonna watch the trailer right now.
Okay,
really
that's a bad sign.
I honestly think that what's it called? The trailer itself isn't too bad. I think trailers have been getting better, but it is a little silly.
Are you pulling it up on your stream?
No,
because currently your stream is...
Together.
Okay,
Yeah,
your stream is freaking out.
Yeah, it is, 'cause I'm tabbing out. Why is it full screen? Hold on. How do I... What is happening? It was in mobile? Why? Okay, let me get it real quick.
My auto-generated username is swearing at you in a Boston accent.
Fuck yous.
Oh, right, it's supposed to be X-Men, right? I didn't think they had the rights to X-Men.
They do now.
Wait.
Something we may not be able to deter.
They have the same actor?
Before this day
Is that allowed?
is done, we shall
Okay.
be faced with an unthinkable decision.
Sony's the only one that
I've fought with many warriors in my time.
really sorry
Far
ass
stronger.
lineup, bro.
Wait, go back.
All of us put together.
Anthony Mackie.
No, okay. For some reason, I
Warriors in my
thought that
time.
was not the same actor for Bucky. But, okay.
You see this frame right here?
Yeah.
This has already become a meme. One guess why?
Why? Oh, Ant-Man. Yeah, it's always
No,
Ant-Man,
it's
isn't
the
it?
guy- well, he's also a meme for a different reason, but
Is it going up the butt thing?
yeah, it is. And he's also the dude's just getting. Hold on. You know the sun gif? Hold on, let me find it.
What, like, are you winning, son?
Oh fuck, what's this guy? Anthony Mackie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's memed a lot for this one, that face. I just put it in green.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and they memed it
You're far stronger
in the trailer as well.
than all of us put together. And they died. They died facing enemies and threats scared me far less than this one.
What the heck? Wait, who's he saying died? Gambit?
Every sacrifice will be for nothing if we do not stand together. Put aside your petty squabbles.
Is that the... Wait.
Do nothing except this. If you return, you will return as brothers and sisters.
Why are we doing an everyone is here thing, despite the fact that, like, these people don't know each other? And that is stupid.
A miracle.
Hey, pal.
It's not possible.
And this is the multiverse stupidity?
Yoink.
Who? What? Huh? Huh?
Stay. I like that. I like the time.
I mean, that's a cool... Yeah. But, like... Huh? Like, Doom is just some guy.
Yes.
What? What are we doing? You know something I absolutely is hilarious to me about Doctor Doom? He's severely disfigured, right?
Yeah.
You would think that's why he's wearing the mask.
Oh.
No. He is severely disfigured because he put the mask on when it was still hot.
Yeah, he got a little blemish from redoing some bullshit, and he's like, dude, I can't fucking do this anymore. Dude, you fucking give me this mask.
Right, and so he made a massive drama mask because he's a massive drama queen, and he put it on when it was still way too hot and permanently scarred his face, and that's why he's disfigured. He's such a drama queen. I love it. It's amazing.
Oh god. Dude, this literally went viral the other day too. Where is it? Let me see if I can find it. No. Damn it, I can't find it, but it's essentially comic thing of what you're talking about, and then the panel after he's just fucking lying face down in snow. It's like an NPC with like smoke coming off his head.
Uh-huh.
That shit's so good. But yeah, Twitter's been on a lot of like Marvel stuff recently, which is fun too.
So why is he able to stop? Why is Thor supposed to be more scared of Doctor Doom than Thanos? I mean, he's obviously smarter than Thanos, but like, what's going on? Why is Captain America here? Why is Ant-Man here?
What's wrong with Ant-Man?
Nothing's wrong with Ant-Man, but Doctor Doom, like,
Hey man, Daredevil's about to pull up, and you're gonna start laughing until he gets into a hallway, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh shit!"
yeah.
I'm actively looking. Oh well, I found one of the things. I found one of the things I was talking about. Here's Anthony Mackie's look being memed again.
I don't really get why this is a meme, to be perfectly honest.
It's just
But
funny the way he looks. I don't even know.
Oh, great. Okay, so apparently they are making up most of this plot. It's not direct from the comics.
Well, yeah, of course. They're never doing anything direct from comics. That shit wouldn't. Oh, I found it. I'm posting it, Breen.
Yep. It's amazing.
Have you seen the trailer for Spider-Man? Probably not.
No.
This is the final trailer. Look at this one. There's been like 80 of them.
Sure.
Oh, fuck. I think their ideas are cool, but really it's all down to execution.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker.
Hello.
I have something
Gentlemen, how do
to
you
tell
do?
you that's gonna
I thought you
sound
were responding
crazy,
to Peter.
No.
but it's the truth.
Me? No, I don't even know who.
Can't tell anybody about
We're
this.
watching
Gotta keep it a
the Spider-Man trailer.
Oh, for
Everybody
No Way
good?
Home?
Brand new.
Yeah. Brand New Day is the
secret. We used to know each other.
new one.
Days. I kind of want to copy, but it's kind of
We
late for
were
that. I don't have a
together.
watch. I don't know why I'm set my wrist like I did. Sorry, continue. So,
But something bad was gonna happen.
new day.
Eh.
Hello?
Hello.
And the only way to stop it was to do the hard
On the
thing.
31st. That's my brother's birthday.
You're
That
gonna
would be
forget who I
nice.
am. What?
Half day hours on Sunday
come
until
find
4
you.
p.m. I hope no one
I'll
steals my
explain
bike. I did not get a bike lock for it yet, but you know, that doesn't really stop people. Well, it
My name's
usually
Peter
does. I don't have a
Parker,
bike
and
lock though, and none of the bike shops are open today
Like
because it's
coffee.
Sunday here.
there anything else?
I'm at the library
I'm
though.
gonna do that, and it proceeds to not do that.
Maybe I'll never read this to you.
Bruh.
Who?
Maybe I'm just writing this
Sorry,
for you.
we're still watching the trailer.
And maybe that's my responsibility.
Sorry,
To live
I was-
alone with the truth.
No, you're good.
I have to.
Wait, what were you saying? Sorry, it
Because
was a
I'm
little
not
hard
just
to.
Peter Parker.
No, you're good. I'll wait
I'm
until the trailer's
Spider-Man.
done and I can tell you what I said.
Okay.
We're faced with a threat that can be anyone.
That's right.
Sure you
Watch
want to do
your
this,
trailer.
Scorpion? You think I'm Scorpion?
So pretty. All of you.
Kid, tail and swinging this scorpion tail around.
Talk to Banner?
No, Ben.
Scorpion?
You think I'm a Scorpio? EB Studio.
Sorry, but you're in danger.
Nathan, why
I
won't you
promised
visit
you
me
that
in
I would keep you
Australia
safe. Please,
again?
you just have to trust me. Come on.
Fine.
Never mind, I don't want to hear
You're
the
the only
answer
one who
to it,
can
because
sense
either
it.
way I'll be upset.
Hey, can we do this one at a time, please?
I found out that there is a logic group in New Zealand, but
I would visit you in New Zealand. I feel like that's a good halfway point for us.
I don't know if that's halfway, but
I think that's...
The
I think
Spidey
that's
Tracker
pretty
app
cool,
says
if you
that
ask
Spider-Man
me.
is in the direct vicinity.
Oh yeah? No
It's too late for a coffee, question mark, but just late enough for an ice cream?
They really still doing that.
No.
all right. The trailer is done.
Tripling
What were you
down
saying?
on Marvel humor.
Earlier, I would hope no one steals my bike. I haven't gotten a bike lock for it yet, but... Yeah.
I'll make
You
sure
probably
it's-
should,
But, you know,
Steal it.
I'd probably get a bike lock. Yeah, I hear it's very common for people to take people's bikes here because, you know, the cops don't really do anything no matter what country you're in for like a stolen bike. Specifically?
Huh.
Question mark?
'Cause it's fun.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna grab a coffee.
I love stealing.
I know you do. You're the people I need to avoid.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fuck.
Hi. Can I please get a small cappuccino? That would be it, please. 520. I had enough coins. I'll pay you in coins if that's alright.
But yeah, I like that the Hulk is back, kinda.
yeah, it was interesting.
I feel like they're making steps towards like a good thing, but I don't know. I don't want to trust them yet.
Oh, I sure don't trust them.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to put my faith in them. It's more so what I.
No. I found those 50.
I'm still really irritated by the way the previous movie ended. Seems pretty stupid.
Yeah, no, the way it went down was dumb as fuck.
Why do you say
And-
that?
Because
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
I
Do you care
remember,
about
like,
spoilers?
I do care about the Spider-Verse because I remember George saying something
No,
about how.
not Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh.
The Spider-Man
What?
MCU movies.
Oh, I could care. I could be convinced.
it's,
Okay, well.
I like it. It's pretty. It's.
I mean, I
think
like
it's
it, yeah.
fun, but I think that the plot was a little.
Gorbo.
The way they set it up is real bad.
Yeah, go on.
I mean, it's gonna be spoilers to explain.
Yeah.
But
Oh, if I care, okay, that's what you asked. That's why you asked.
yeah, but
'Cause
Putting it down.
it's fun if you like.
suffice to say, based on the way the third movie ends, I have trouble being interested at all in the start of the fourth movie. So, like,
That's fair.
That blows. Friend.
I've always been a Spider-Man super fan, so I'm gonna have to see that.
I mean,
shit regardless
same.
of
Spider-Man is
the
like
goat.
one of the absolute best Marvel
Yeah,
characters.
He is-
because you know. No, you're fine. No worries. I'm waiting for my
if there's anybody
cappuccino.
that's that fucking guy in Marvel is Spider-Man, bruh.
You guys, you don't like Superman?
That's DC.
Yeah, I was gonna. That's the.
Yo, come on.
That's like there are plenty of
I'm
like-
I'm trying to do my rage bait. Come on,
Ah.
yeah, exactly. The
I
rage
see.
bait sarcasm.
To be
No, there are
sarcastic,
plenty of
you have to
good-
be a bit more monotone.
DC characters.
More monotone.
Well,
Yeah.
there are plenty
I'm
of
the
good
best.
DC stories, and
Yeah, they just don't have a good universe.
I think
Yeah,
Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
is up there as one of the
Because
best. Spider-Man, X-Men.
I wanted to get
I
Evan
didn't
to
really
watch No Way
see-
Home, but I don't think I might be able to before the next movie comes out, which is in like
Yeah.
5 days.
Sorry, what did you say, Jara?
No, nothing. I'm just listening.
Hmm. It's unfortunately it's a little hard to like. Sometimes you cut in and out because like you're out and about, so it's a little harder to hear. But
I do be out and about and underneath a large building. I really don't want to leave my bike alone. I feel like I gotta take it with me. Mm.
Nah, dude,
But I
would
don't-
steal your bike. Don't worry.
You absolutely would steal my bike. Here's the thing. You're the type of person who would steal the bike that I just. So don't even.
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay, I just left for like 10 minutes and it's still good. There's like a winter market going on and I want to look at it. But I'm definitely afraid of my bike going missing.
I mean, how hard would it be to get a bike lock right now?
I mean, all of the because it's like a suspiciously bike-shaped belly. The thing with Brisbane is like it's kind of like a really big suburb. Unfortunately, like even though it's technically a city, all the shops close at like 8 p.m. even on like weekends. It gets like they close like almost every Sunday. Everything's closed. Some of the bike shops that I'm looking at didn't open at all today, and they will be open on Tuesday or Monday. So,
I see.
that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's a very like family city. I feel like.
Well, you might be able to find something in a bigger store, but
Yeah, sure. If I went to the mall right now, but I do not want to be around a lot of crowded people in a mall.
mhm.
Like the malls on the weekends are quite not my thing.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go in public to watch the movie.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I do want to watch
$80
it on the big screen because that shit looks real. I feel like that would be real
cute.
good.
These are so cute. I'm at a art market, I think is what this is, and this person makes clothes out of vintage cloth. Vintage fab. So this is a really cute jumper.
Jump 'em.
This pair of shorts looks super cute though. Embroidered shorts. So cute. Did you make
remember
all
the
of
last
these?
time I went,
It's so lovely.
what's it
It's so
called?
fun. I think.
Went
Where do
out
you get the
with my
vintage
mom because it was
watch?
Mother's Day. They went
I'm
shopping, and I
love
considered going
just-
in, and I did, and I was like, all right, that was a mistake. I'm just gonna stay outside.
Hmm.
I just played fucking Balatro instead.
I don't hate
Do you think
malls,
this-
but like,
I don't hate malls. I dislike having to go into a mall, like shopping, and like not because like, especially when I can't find my size because I'm very petite.
Kill myself.
hmm.
Oversized.
Oh, I think
It's like one size sort of fits all.
Oh no, sorry, I'm on the phone. I'm so sorry.
Are we on
We're talking
speakers? I have
about
to be
shopping
careful.
malls. No,
Oh,
you
thank
guys aren't
God,
on
bro.
speaker. You guys are-
This is the first thing I thought of.
No, you're not on speaker. Thank you. Sorry about that. But I do like the oversized look. It is lovely. No, but yeah, I also don't like going to shopping malls.
Hmm.
Like having to go in and try different things and then like taking them off because I also don't know who else has tried things on. I mean, of course you're gonna wash the clothes before you out, but you know what I mean.
I
You
kind
know,
of get that. That never really bothered me, to be honest. But I
that never bothered you?
no.
Interesting. Does this have pockets? No pockets. Where am I gonna put my rocks? No pockets. No pockets. But these are really cute shorts.
What I will say is
So-
it's very unlikely that for me to find anything I like in a mall, but it's still not
You-
like a
you are-
bad place.
I was gonna say, is it difficult for you to find like kind of like how Alvin has a hard time finding pants? Are you the same way?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm
Yeah.
glad I'm
I'm
normal.
saying- I'm glad I'm normal. I don't know about that. You and I are quite small for our
I'm
for our
gonna
age.
Fucking stop fucking talking.
What are you gonna
or else I'm
do?
gonna fucking
How-
hurt you.
How tall are you, George?
I don't know.
Like, am I not being? Oh, pardon. Am I not telling the truth? We are quite small
No,
for
I
our
don't
for
give
our.
a fuck what your truth is. I don't
Wait,
think you
like,
understand.
Do you not know exactly?
I don't know exactly. No, I have no fucking
I'm
idea.
Well, like,
fine.
5.
I think it's like 5'5",
9?
6.
Oh,
We're
5.
150
Okay.
centimeters, according to the.
I'm gonna
That's
fuck-
like
That is not average weight for
Perfectly-
women. I'm telling you right now.
Wait. How tall are
What?
you, Jira? What did you say?
5'2.5".
Okay, so you're both like
Oh,
shorter than
the
average,
fuck
but not
you
by a
calling
huge
me short?
margin.
You're fucking 4 inches. You should get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but the average
Okay.
height for a man is like
With one hand.
5'9" or so, right?
Your neck is so skinny.
And the average height for a woman is like 5'5", I think.
Something like that. Something like that.
But
I think it's-
yeah, no, it must
I'm
be
definitely-
much nicer.
It is. It is actually really nice to be here in Australia, where a lot of people look closer to my, like, ethnicity than in the States.
Hmm.
And people don't look and stare. That smells so nice. It's lavender pouch. Something that I think is a really neat coincidence, or not coincidence, but a realization for people is like when I talk with an American accent, they're like, "Whoa, you're from America?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "I didn't know they had Asian Americans." And I was like, "Excuse me?"
I
that's
didn't
the
know.
thing.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's
I thought you
awful.
guys were only on TV, even though you're
Oh
like
no.
8 miles above them.
Yeah, I think that's hilarious because then they're like, "Oh, where are you from? Like Beijing? Are you from, the Philippines?" I'm like, "I'm actually from the States," and they're like, "Oh, crazy.
Huh.
Oh, this is a never met an Asian American. Well, here you are."
That's like the whole fucking point of our fucking country, bro. We're meant to be like the melting pot, despite what
We're supposed
everything
to be
else is
melting.
happening.
Yeah. Well.
Can I get there?
Despite El Racistes, you know?
You mind if I put my coffee on your table to get my wallet out? No. But yeah, I thought that was a really funny realization for some people.
Hmm.
Cash, if that's all right. Oh, that's a flag.
Whenever I go to
Well,
South America, it's very
you
fun
go.
to just kind of blend in the moment I get in there, even though I'm not from there.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll be honest. That's kind of why I really like Australia. I enjoy not standing out too much.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry. I'm talking to my friends on the
Yeah, if
phone. My
anybody
bad.
talks to me, I stand out like a fucking thumb, though.
Thank you.
It's pretty
Sure.
funny.
Right.
Yeah, nobody really questions me.
I've never.
Perfect.
Like-
Thank you. Go on, Nathan. You never
It's
will.
hard for me to know what that feels like.
Because you're part of the majority, Nathan.
Because I'm white, but also like, I guess there must be some level where it's like, well, I often don't know when people are looking at me, but probably because they're usually not looking at me. So,
Mhm.
Come and check it out.
Yes, I'm here to look at it. Do you also make
That sounded
teeth?
so like
Stream?
stereotypically like cartoonish.
Yeah, for teeth?
really?
No.
Yeah,
Not
you hear,
teapot, but like.
and today we've got type of
Oh
voice.
no, I did not hear that.
Oh,
You know.
you definitely have
What, like Legend of Korra announcer?
Yeah, for tiny teeth.
Oh really?
This is
Yeah,
a really lovely
I
one.
never
I
really
like it.
watched the entirety of Avatar. I've seen the ending, and I've seen like bits and pieces of it because I watched it on TV, so it was never on like a set thing.
I'm gonna put my coffee
You
down.
probably should. It's pretty good.
Yeah, probably. I do remember most of them.
I kind of get the sense that you're not so much a TV
Do you
watcher,
use the
though.
wheel or do you pinch wheel?
Hmm.
Just don't have patience to.
It's hard for me
pinch
to
watch.
watch
Yeah,
TV,
I
bro.
feel like pinch shot takes like.
ADHD.
Oh,
Lock in like
A lot.
that.
Hmm.
I need stimulation.
Hmm.
To watch Andor, I was literally playing an entirely different game while I was doing it, and that was still
Wait.
kind of kept up with most of it, to be honest.
Am I remembering correctly that you
I don't
have
know, but I don't have the
a
patience.
like stimulant prescription, or?
This is really
Yes.
nice.
It's not a pinch
I know pinch
Okay.
shot because I did a little when I was younger,
I
but
have
this is like.
ADHD. I got it
That's
confirmed.
the
I'm like, you fucking
Yeah, well.
secret society ass motherfuckers.
But yeah, no, I get that. I get that. For me, it's on some level easier to watch
Thank you.
shows because
Thank
somehow it feels less like a commitment than watching something that is 2 hours long. But then I will watch the shows for like 5 hours long, right?
Yep.
But
Oh, shit.
okay, I should probably get going. Actually,
Desmond, you gonna go to sleep now?
yeah, probably. Alright. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
See
I'm
ya.
gonna get because I'm in public and people think I'm talking to them when I'm talking to you guys.
I'm out.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Von Zarovich. He is the first vampire, and the first vampire's curse is not the blood. It is the repetition. Count Strahd von Zarovich is the Dark Lord of Barovia, the master of Castle Ravenloft, and the single most iconic villain in Dungeons & Dragons history. A character whose original 1983 module has been revised, expanded, and reimagined more times than any other adventure in the franchise, because the character at its center is so perfectly designed that every new edition of the game discovers a new reason to bring him back. Strahd's origin is a love story whose failure produces the curse that defines him. He was a mortal warrior, a conqueror, whose military campaigns established the Valley of Barovia as his domain, and whose aging body watched his younger brother Sergei win the love of Tatiana, the woman Strahd wanted but could not have because Strahd was old and Sergei was young, and Tatiana's heart did not consult Strahd's ambitions before making its choice. Strahd made a pact with the Dark Powers, entities of unknown origin whose nature the franchise has never fully defined, because the not defining is more terrifying than any definition could be. The pact gave Strahd immortality, the immortality made him a vampire, and the vampirism cost him Tatiana, who threw herself from the castle walls rather than be claimed by the monster her beloved's brother had become. The Dark Powers sealed Barovia in mist. The mist is the cage. Strahd rules a domain he cannot leave, pursuing reincarnations of Tatiana across centuries in a cycle whose repetition is the punishment rather than the vampirism. He finds here, he pursues her, she dies, or escapes. The mist resets, and Strahd begins again, his immortality sustaining a loop whose cruelty is not the individual tragedy, but the accumulation. Centuries of the same loss repeated with variations that change the details without changing the outcome. Strahd is the franchise's most perfect villain because he is simultaneously the most powerful being in his domain and the most imprisoned. A tyrant whose tyranny cannot extend past the borders the Dark Powers have drawn, and whose eternal life is a sentence rather than a gift. The Curse of Strahd module, revised for 5th edition in 2016, is the franchise's best-selling adventure module and the most frequently played campaign in organized D&D play. A statistic that confirms what 40 years of publication have demonstrated. Strahd is the villain that dungeon masters want to run and players want to face because the encounter is not a fight. It is a tragedy, and the tragedy's architect is standing in the room with you, immortal, heartbroken, and holding a glass of wine whose color matches the substance he needs to survive. Vecna, his hand and his eye are in every dungeon, and the dungeon does not know they are there until someone picks them up, and the picking up costs them everything. Vecna is the god of secrets, the Whispered One, a lich who achieved divinity through a combination of arcane mastery, strategic patience, and a willingness to sacrifice everything including his own body parts for power, whose accumulation has no endpoint because Vecna's definition of enough does not exist. Vecna's origin spans the franchise's oldest settings. He was a mortal wizard in the world of Greyhawk whose pursuit of lichdom, the transformation of a living wizard into an undead being sustained by a phylactery rather than by biological function, was the first step in an ascension whose trajectory aimed at godhood from the beginning. The Hand and Eye of Vecna are the franchise's most famous artifacts, severed body parts whose power corrupts anyone who attaches them to their own body. The hand replaces the user's left hand, the eye replaces the user's left eye. Both grant enormous power, both corrupt absolutely. And the choice to use them, the deliberate self-mutilation required to access the artifact's capabilities, is the franchise's most effective piece of moral game design, because the choice is the player's rather than the character's, and the player must decide whether the power is worth the cost, while knowing that the cost is designed to exceed the power's benefit in the long run. Vecna's role in D&D's broader cosmology has escalated dramatically across editions. The 5th edition adventure. Vecna, Eve of Ruin, positions the Whispered One as a multiversal threat whose plan to rewrite reality threatens every campaign setting simultaneously, a narrative escalation whose scope makes Vecna the franchise's most dangerous villain in terms of raw threat level. Vecna nearly succeeded in the finale of Critical Role's first campaign. A moment whose cultural impact extended beyond D&D's traditional audience and demonstrated that Vecna's name carries weight even among audiences who have never read a module. If you are enjoying this so far, hit the subscribe button and leave a comment with the D&D villain you think is the most terrifying. Let us get back into it. Akar Irak. He builds dungeons that kill adventurers, and the building is the hobby of a being whose power has exceeded the need for hobbies, and whose boredom has produced the franchise's most lethal pieces of architectural sadism. Asirak is a Demolik, an undead wizard whose power has progressed beyond standard lichdom, into a state where his physical body has been almost entirely abandoned, his consciousness residing in a jewel-encrusted skull, whose gem-filled eye sockets and diamond teeth are the last physical remnants of a being who has transcended the need for a body. The Tomb of Horrors, Asirak's most famous creation, is the franchise's original killer dungeon, a module designed by Gary Gygax in 1978, whose explicit purpose is the death of player characters through traps so lethal, so unfair, and so deliberately designed to punish standard dungeon crawling assumptions that the module became the franchise's most celebrated test of player skill rather than character power. The tomb does not fight fair. The tomb is not designed to fight fair. It is designed to kill, and the killing is the dungeon's purpose rather than its byproduct, each room a puzzle, whose wrong answer is death, and whose right answer is the avoidance of a death that was designed by a being whose intelligence exceeds the player's, and whose architectural vocabulary includes Sphere of Annihilation, which is a hole in reality that erases anything it touches. Tomb of Annihilation, the 5th edition adventure that revisits Aesirak's villainy, positions the Demolish as the architect of the Soulmonger, a device that traps the souls of the dead and prevents resurrection magic from functioning across the entire world. A plot whose stakes are measured not in bodies, but in the fundamental alteration of the campaign setting's metaphysical rules. Aesirak is the franchise's most intellectually dangerous villain because his threat is architectural rather than combative. He does not fight adventurers. He builds environments that fight for him, and the environments are smarter than the adventurers because the environments were designed by a mind whose patience spans millennia and whose entertainment derives from watching heroes die in rooms, whose solutions are obvious to the builder and invisible to the occupant. Tiamat. She is a god with 5 heads, and each head is a different color of dragon, and each color wants you dead for a different reason. Tiamat is the queen of evil dragons, a deity whose 5 chromatic dragon heads, red, blue, green, white, and black, represent the 5 species of chromatic dragon in D&D's taxonomy, and whose divine portfolio encompasses greed, tyranny, and the specific form of cosmic entitlement that produces a being who believes the entire material plane belongs to her, and whose response to disagreement is 5 simultaneous breath weapons whose combined output includes fire, lightning, poison, cold, and acid delivered from 5 mouths attached to the same body. Tiamat resides in Avernus, the first layer of the 9 Hells, where she has been imprisoned since the Dawn War, the cosmic conflict between gods and primordials that established the D&D multiverse's current power structure. Her imprisonment is not passive. She schemes, she manipulates, she sends her draconic agents across the planes to recruit cultists, accumulate treasure, and engineer the conditions for her release. A prison break whose requirements include ritual sacrifices, dragon masks of each chromatic type, and enough accumulated treasure to satisfy a dragon god's definition of a worthy offering, a definition whose threshold exceeds the GDP of most civilizations. The Tyranny of Dragon's adventure path, spanning Horde of the Dragon Queen and Rise of Tiamat, is the franchise's most played campaign involving a deity-level villain, a narrative whose climax potentially features the party fighting Tiamat herself in a battle whose difficulty, even at the adventure's recommended level, is designed to be nearly impossible because the adventure's designers understood that fighting a god should feel like fighting a god. Lolth. The Spider Queen spins webs across every campaign setting, and the webs are made of lies, whose threads connect every drow society in the franchise's multiverse to a single divine spider whose appetite for suffering is the engine that drives an entire subterranean civilization's culture of betrayal. Lolth is the goddess of the drow, the dark elves whose subterranean civilization, centered on cities like Menzoberranzan and Erelhi Sinlu, is structured around a theocratic matriarchy whose internal politics are defined by assassination, manipulation, and the specific brand of competitive cruelty that Lolth demands from her worshippers as proof of devotion. Lolth's worship is not faith, it is performance. Each act of betrayal, each political murder, each sacrifice of a family member or ally, a demonstration of devotion whose sincerity is measured by the cost to the performer rather than by the benefit to the deity. Lolth rewards cruelty, she punishes mercy. And the civilization she has built in the Underdark is a machine whose output is suffering, and whose fuel is the ambition of women, whose theological framework teaches them that ascending through the destruction of their rivals is the only form of worship the Spider Queen accepts. Drizzt Do'Urden, the franchise's most famous character, is famous precisely because he rejected Lolth's system, a drow who looked at the civilization the Spider Queen built and decided that the civilization was wrong and the surface world's values were better, a decision whose personal cost, exile, pursuit, and the permanent hostility of every drow who remained faithful is the franchise's most sustained piece of heroic characterization. Demogorgon. He has 2 heads, and the 2 heads hate each other more than they hate anything else in the multiverse. Demogorgon is the Prince of Demons, a title whose ownership is contested by every other demon lord in the Abyss, but whose current holder has maintained possession through a combination of raw power, strategic cunning, and the specific advantage of having 2 minds that disagree about everything except the need to destroy anyone who challenges their shared throne. Amiel and Hithrodaya are the names of Demogorgon's 2 heads, and their rivalry is not performative. Each head genuinely wants the other dead, and the only thing preventing the assassination is the shared body, whose destruction would kill both heads simultaneously. The internal conflict makes Demogorgon unpredictable in a way that single-minded villains cannot replicate, because his actions are the product of 2 competing strategic visions whose compromised positions are more dangerous than either vision's pure execution would be. Out of the Abyss, the 5th edition Underdark campaign features Demogorgon as its primary antagonist, the demon lord summoning to the material plane, triggering a cascade of planar instability that pulls multiple demon lords into the Underdark simultaneously, and the adventure's climactic encounter requires the party to engineer a confrontation between demon lords rather than fighting Demogorgon directly, because fighting Demogorgon directly is suicide at any level the campaign's experience range supports. Orcus. He wants everything dead, and the wanting is so absolute that Orcus's definition of dead extends past biological cessation into spiritual termination, a universe where nothing lives, nothing moves, nothing thinks, and the absence of existence is the only condition the demon prince of undeath considers acceptable. Orcus wields the Wand of Orcus, an artifact whose power includes the spontaneous animation of the dead, the creation of undead armies whose size is limited only by the supply of corpses available, and the channeling of negative energy at outputs sufficient to extinguish entire civilizations. The wand is not a tool in Orcus's hand, it is the physical manifestation of his portfolio, a weapon whose existence proves that death can be weaponized rather than merely experienced, and Orcus's willingness to use it against anything that lives, against gods, against demon lords, against the fundamental principle that existence is preferable to non-existence, makes him the franchise's most philosophically extreme villain because his endgame has no survivors. Every other villain on this list wants something from the world. Power, territory, worship, revenge. Orcus wants the world's absence, a universe emptied of everything that moves and filled with the stillness that only the dead can appreciate. Asmodeus. He rules hell, and the ruling is conducted through contracts whose terms are always honored and always catastrophic for the signatory, because Asmodeus's legalism is not a quirk. It is the architecture of his power. Asmodeus is the lord of the 9 hells, the supreme authority of Bator, a lawful evil deity whose governance of the 9 hells operates through a bureaucratic hierarchy so precisely structured that every interaction between devils and mortals, and between Asmodeus and his archdevil subordinates is governed by contractual terms whose enforcement is absolute because the enforcement mechanism is the fabric of hell itself. Asmodeus does not lie, he does not need to. The truth presented selectively with specific omissions designed to produce specific misunderstandings is more dangerous than any lie because the truth cannot be detected as deception by magic designed to identify falsehood. Asmodeus tells the truth the way a lawyer tells the truth, every word accurate and every sentence misleading. And the mortals who sign his contracts discover too late that the terms they agreed to contain implications they did not anticipate, because the implications were written in a language whose precision exceeds what mortal comprehension can parse in real time. Asmodeus's position in D&D's cosmology has been revised across editions, but the current lore positions him as a being whose origin may predate the gods themselves, a force whose evil is structural rather than personal, embedded in the multiverse's architecture in a way that makes removing Asmodeus from hell equivalent to removing gravity from physics. Zariel. She was an angel who fell, and the falling was a choice rather than a punishment, which makes her the franchise's most tragic archdevil, because the tragedy is self-inflicted. Zariel is the Archduchess of Avernus, the first layer of the 9 hells, a former celestial being whose original purpose was the destruction of evil, and whose descent into hell was motivated by the conviction that the celestial hierarchy's refusal to wage total war against the demons of the abyss was a moral failure rather than a strategic decision.
Bro,
Zariel wanted
she
to
just
fight.
said I'd win.
The Celestials counseled patience. Zariel chose war, leading an angelic host into the Blood War, the eternal conflict between devils and demons, and the campaign's failure. Her forces, overwhelmed by the abyss's infinite regenerative capacity, broke something in Zariel that the celestial hierarchy could not repair. She fell. Not because she was corrupted by evil, but because she was corrupted by frustration, the specific anguish of a warrior whose cause is just and whose methods are insufficient, and whose response to the insufficiency is the abandonment of the cause's moral framework in favor of methods that work. Descent into Avernus, the 5th edition adventure that features Zariel as its primary antagonist and potential redemption target, gives the party the option of saving Zariel's soul rather than destroying her body, a narrative choice whose inclusion transforms the adventure from a dungeon crawl into a moral argument, whose resolution depends on whether the players believe that a fallen angel who chose to fall can choose to rise. The Xanathar, he's a beholder who runs a crime syndicate, and the combination of paranoid alien intelligence with organized criminal enterprise produces the franchise's most entertainingly dangerous urban villain. The Xanathar is not a single entity. The title has been held by multiple beholders across Waterdeep's history, each one inheriting the criminal network from its predecessor through the specific mechanism of killing the predecessor and assuming its identity, a succession model whose elegance is undermined by the fact that beholders are so paranoid that each Xanathar spends most of its tenure suspecting that its subordinates are plotting the same succession. The current Xanathar is obsessed with his pet goldfish, Silgar, a fixation whose comic absurdity provides the franchise's most effective piece of villain characterization through contrast. A beholder whose 11 eye stalks can fire disintegration rays, charm effects, sleep spells, telekinetic blasts, petrification beams, and death rays simultaneously is the most dangerous creature most adventurers will ever encounter. That creature being emotionally dependent on a fish whose lifespan is measured in months and whose replacement by identical fish is managed by terrified subordinates who know that the Xanathar's discovery of the replacement would trigger a rage-fueled purge of the entire organization is the franchise's most effective piece of villain comedy. Lord Soth. He was given 3 chances at redemption, and he refused all 3 because the refusing was easier than the changing. Lord Soth is the franchise's most famous Death Knight, a Solamnic knight from the Dragonlance campaign setting whose fall from grace is structured as a deliberate rejection of every opportunity the cosmos provides for his salvation. Soth was a Knight of the Rose, the highest order of Solamnic knighthood, whose affair with an elf maiden and whose subsequent murder of his wife to conceal the affair triggered a divine judgment whose terms were precise. The gods offered Soth a quest. Complete the quest and the sin is forgiven. The quest would have prevented the cataclysm, the divine catastrophe that reshapes the world of Krynn. Soth accepted the quest, he rode toward the site of the cataclysm, and on the road he encountered servants of evil who told him truthfully that his wife had been unfaithful. The truth was a test. Soth turned back, the cataclysm occurred, thousands died. And the gods, whose patience with Soth's failures had reached its architectural limit, cursed him. Death without rest, undeath without peace. An eternity spent in the ruins of his castle, surrounded by the ghosts of the people who died in the fire he could have prevented, their voices recounting his failures in a chorus whose lyrics never change because the failures never change. Cass, the betrayer. He carried Vecna's sword, and the sword told him to kill the hand that forged it. Cass is the franchise's most significant piece of villain-on-villain lore, a lieutenant whose betrayal of his master produced 2 of D&D's most famous artifacts and shaped the cosmological landscape that every subsequent campaign involving Vecna operates within. Cass was Vecna's most trusted general, a vampire whose combat prowess exceeded every other servant in the Lich's empire, and whose loyalty Vecna rewarded with the Sword of Cass, a sentient weapon of immense power whose consciousness, unbeknownst to Vecna, carried an ambition that exceeded its creator's intentions. The sword told Cass to strike. Cass struck. The battle between Vecna and Cass destroyed Vecna's physical form, scattering the Lich's essence across the plains and leaving behind only the hand and the eye. The two body parts that survived the destruction because the parts carried enough of Vecna's power to persist independently of the body they were attached to. Cass survived as a vampire lord in the Shadowfell, his own ambitions, sharpened by centuries of isolation and the sword's continuing influence, aimed at finishing what his betrayal started. The relationship